Okay, so for this level 1 question, it looks like there's quite a lot of reading, but the question isn't actually too complicated. There's just a lot of work to do, which will become clearer as we've given it a read through. So, John works Monday to Friday. He buys his lunch on the way to work. Each day, John buys a sandwich, a bottle of water, and a bag of crisps. From shop A, as you can see, they're all priced individually, whereas from shop B, it's just £3 for a meal deal that gets you all of those things. John thinks he will save more than £7.50 a week if he buys his lunch from shop B instead of shop A. Is John correct? So what we're going to need to do is work out the total cost for all those things from shop A and the total cost for all those things from shop B across all of the week, and then work out which is cheaper. But quick note before we start is that a week of buying that food for John isn't 7 days, because he only works Monday to Friday and those are the days where he gets his lunch. So he only pays for his lunch on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which is only 5 days instead of 7. But we'll need that in a little while. So first thing I need to do, let's deal with shop A first. We need to find out how much it's going to cost him for 1 day of buying his lunch. So we need to add up £2.85, 60p, but to add it up like this, I'm going to call it 0.60, because 60p is the same as 0.60 in pounds. And the same with the 85p, that's going to be 0.85 so that it's in pounds. We're going to add these up, see what the total cost is for him for 1 day of buying his meals. So 5 and 5 is 10, so 0 carry 1. 1 and 8 is 9, plus 6 is 15, plus 8 is 23, so 3 carry 1. And 1 and 2 is, sorry, it was 23, so I shouldn't have carried 1, I should have carried 2 up here, my mistake. So just to get back on track, 1 and 8 is 9, plus 6 is 15, plus 8 is 23, so that's 3 carried 2, and then 2 and 2 is 4, so it costs John £4.30 to get his food for 1 day from shop A. But of course this stuff I'm writing out here is what you might be writing on paper to add up those numbers, and we only get marked for what's written on our working out box. So let's just transfer that over. We did £2.85 plus £0.60 plus £0.85. I'm going to use this line just to separate it out and make it really clear. We added those up and got £4.30, and that's how much it costs him for 1 day for his lunch from shop A. But we're trying to compare the costs over the entire week, so we need to take that £4.30 and times it by 5. So we're going to do £4.30 times 5, and like we spoke about earlier, we're timesing it by 5 because for John there are 5 days in this week, because he buys his lunch 5 days a week. Now to do £4.30 times 5, there are lots and lots of different ways of doing it. I would guess the most common way of doing it is just to add up £4.30 5 times, which is, there's lots of places to make mistake because you have to do lots of adding up, but because it's the most common way that I would guess people would do it, that's how I'm going to do it now. So to do £4.30 times 5, I'm just going to add up £4.30 5 times. Again, not necessarily the fastest way or anything, but it does work if you do it right. So let me just show you how to do it right. So we're timesing £4.30 by 5, we're adding it up 5 times. So add up all these zeros and you still get 0. Add up all these 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, so that's 5 carry 1. I'm going to go up the 4s, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 21. Now, because there's decimals all the way down, I need a decimal here as well. So £4.30 times 5 is £21.50. Now I need to transfer that to my grid, otherwise I won't get marked for it. So £21.50 is how much it would cost John to get his lunch every day from shop A. Shop B is actually a lot easier because it just tells us straight off it's £3 for all of those things. It's a £3 meal deal, so it's £3 for that whole lot of things. So for shop B, it's much easier. It's going to cost him £3 5 times, which means it's going to cost him £15. Just dragging that equal sign in. So it's £15. I'm going to put 0, 0 because it's £15 nothing from shop B. Now let's just come back to the question and see what we need to do next. John thinks he will save more than £7.50 a week if he buys his lunch every day from shop B instead of shop A. So we need to work out next how much he's saving to see if it's more than £7.50 or not. So to work out how much he's saving, we need to take the most expensive cost and take away the cheaper cost just to find out the difference between them. So what we need to do next is £21.50 minus, let me drag the minus in, £15. Oh, 15, I don't want that zero there, 0.00. As always, there are lots of different ways of doing this, but I'm going to do that subtraction with column method, which means I'm going to set it out like this, £21.50 minus £15 like that. We'll take them away, see the difference between them. Maybe it's £7.50, maybe not. So 0 take away 0, sorry, swap to a different colour. 0 take away 0 is 0. 5 take away 0 is 5. 1 take away 5 we can't do, so we borrow. I'm going to knock the 2 down to a 1 to make my 1 into 11. And 11 take away 5 is 6. And then 1 take away 1 is nothing. So the answer is £6.50. I'm going to use another one of these lines, which you don't have to use, they're just, I like them. And the answer is £6.50. Now, we haven't yet answered the question, because the question is John correct? So the answer is going to be like yes or no. John thought he would save more than £7.50 a week. We've worked out he saves £6.50, which is not more than £7.50. Sorry, get rid of that. So the answer is no. Is John correct? Do they save more than £6.50 a week? No, you only save £6.50. So quite a lot of work there. We had to add up all the costs from shop A and then times it by 5 because it's for 5 days. We had to work out how much it was for 5 days from shop B, which was fairly straightforward. Find the difference between them so we could see if John was correct in thinking the difference between them was more than £7.50. It wasn't, it was only £6.50, so John was wrong. Cool, nice.